Hello everyone and welcome back to more Worlds 2015 coverage here on Fully Operational. I'm joined once again by Tom Melucci for the commentary. Hi Tom, how are you doing?
Good man, how you doing?
I'm good, always a pleasure to have you on the channel. So, round 4 of the Swiss, day 1 here at Worlds 2015. And on the left we've got John Heath-Clarke from the New York meta playing Jedi. And on the right we've got Johnny Shen. Looks like he's playing, he's starting Navy, but with some of the core Sith pods in there as well. So, yeah, Navy with Enforced Loyalty, Fall of the Jedi, and Emperor's Web. And John's May the Force, Mysteries of the Rim, and Watchers in the Wasteland.
Seems like a pretty good start for Johnny Shen. I don't know if...
There's quite a few people on the day, I think, running the new Imperial cards on a Sith base.
I know Mick was doing it. I think it was Mick and Johnny Shen in the top cut. I'm not sure if there was anybody else.
Yeah. Well,
discarding a twist.
I don't know. It always makes me think you must have another one in hand when people do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I never want to discard a twist. Especially when you're sitting there with Enforced Loyalty on the board. Like, you're definitely trying to win that first edge battle, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. No turn 1 resource, but we do have an advisor, which is almost as good. And targeted strike stormtroopers.
He's probably going to have to defend with that advisor. He does have another twist in hand, by the way. So
okay,
probably going to have to defend with that advisor, but you don't want to commit that assault team ever.
Nope. So May the Force is going to allow John on the left here to be pretty aggressive with anyone who gets on the board. They can strike and free themselves up.
R2.
Ooh, baby.
Checking the number. It's probably... Was he on Red 5? Or was he on... I would assume it's Red 5 because I see Wasteland Obi. He's probably not playing the Between the Shadows Obi as well.
No.
I didn't know John was on Red 5. It's pretty good.
It's a good pod, man.
I like it.
It's a good
pod. Oh, we got a Lost Master.
Pay 1, or he goes... he's a cheap unit.
I doubt he's going to use the advisor to bounce that back to hand.
No. So good for 1 resource. Black Blast and 3 health. Oh, baby.
Yep. Wow,
oh,
he
does.
He is paying 1.
You got to pay for that, John? No, he did. Sorry, affiliation card. Missed that.
Plays to SAR, okay.
Now, question for you. How many icons does 1 unit need? Because that's a lot.
8 icons. And Edge 2, apparently.
Edge 2. She's good.
It doesn't have Edge 2 right now, but still very good.
You got to assume he's going for Enforced Loyalty here.
I don't know if I love the using the advisor to push that back, but I don't know. I guess since he can only play 1 main now, if this this Stormtrooper assault team only has 1 gun because he's not mono navy, so like doesn't even have a great defender for this.
Well, these boys, worth remembering, they are top table, and this is round 4.
Yeah.
So you've got to be doing something right. Looks like Johnny on the right didn't even block.
Yep, so
a target.
Jedi uses a target and locks down that advisor.
Yep.
You got to commit this guy to the Force for sure.
Bing, called it. Oh, and a choke at the end of the turn. And 3 damage. And that advisor's locked down, so it's still locked on 4 resources now for Johnny on the right.
Yeah. I really feel like I would have rathered had that advisor as a defender than use that to bounce him.
But especially with the twist in hand.
Yeah.
You got to think that edge battle is winnable.
I mean, like if Jedi had a Yoda there, right? He could have just replayed it and played Yoda, and that would have been a much worse turn for you, right? Because Yoda comes in, locks down your other defender. The Lost Master still gets in with unopposed, so
yeah. But hey, let's see what we do. 4. So we not the core Sith pods here. We've got core Vader, core Palpy. Still on 4 resources, so not going to see those.
He must have counsel because of the advisor.
Yeah. Mythal.
And so he's probably playing Tarkin and Enforce. That if those are all 2 ofs, that's his whole list.
That's his 10, yeah. Protector. So he's building a decent board here. These are all kind of support characters you want to see on your second line.
Yep. If he has another Force choke here, do you attack into him with the assault team to try to force a block, or I don't know if you do. Tassar does not have. She's not elite, right? No.
No. Something with one gun and targeted strike. I think I'd rather see that on the offense, because even if he doesn't block, I'd be tempted maybe R2. You've always got that option.
Yeah, he only has 1 card in hand, and I think it's the Lost Master because he threw 3 cards in that edge.
Yeah.
And I don't think...
Leading with Mythal, so he's going to try and bait out a tactics on Tressar.
No,
Does.
so he didn't defend.
And then, yeah, targeted strike with 1 unit damage, you may as well. Yeah, there we go. R2's off the board, so tries to deal with that resource curve.
Sure. Only has 1 defender now, but it's an okay defender.
Yeah, if you can see this turn through as Johnny make it out the other side without yielding too much damage to the Jedi, you've got a solid board there. If Vader or Mara or Palpy could hit the table next turn, you're in a good place.
Palp definitely can't. He doesn't have the resources. Vader or Mara could.
Oh yeah, true, he's on 5.
But we don't know if he has Mara at this point. Actually, he has 2 twists, so he's definitely on 2 councils.
So he's probably...
Lost Master comes back out.
Ooh,
another
2.
Lost Master.
That is brutal when your opponent's tapped out and they can't do anything about it.
That definitely turns Tassar's Edge 2 on as well. What do you do about this? You got no tactics on defense, so you almost just have to let him in, right? Like, dealing 2 damage to one of those Lost Masters is not going to be enough.
No.
Unless you have a choke in your hand, but then the other 2 units are still getting through.
Yeah, you got to deal with Tressar. That defender there has got 2 guns. That's enough to take out Tressar with the 3 health. So I think you leave him back for that unit.
Jedi also still has 2 resources open, which means, Rejuve or I don't know, unfinished business maybe.
Yeah. Tricks. Jedi doing.
He
Jedi
does have a
things.
Rejuve in his hand too. Yep.
Oh god.
So we do get a block with the Royal Guard.
Yeah, it does. Oh, the Wolfman.
Twists it.
But
That wolf. If Tassar does not attack, that Wolfman is coming out this turn.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yes, a heat of battle. See now,
But now Tressar swings, puts a focus on the advisor, surely. Rejuve, and then win the Force by 3 to get the Wolfman back?
yeah, he could have actually rejuved after that heat of battle to keep that Lost Master alive, but I don't know if you care, right? Like,
No, I think he'd rather get Tressar healthy,
yeah,
use her for the Force struggle, and get the Wolfman back in the fight.
just blow up an objective.
Yeah.
completely. So.
Oh, baby. Finish the engagement. Go on, John. We know. Do what's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Force Rejuve. It's a good card.
I hear good things. Textbook.
Bring that Wolfman back.
Yeah.
Dial goes to 3.
So John playing a bit of a longer game there. He could have easily attacked with Tressar again, put another focus on the board and put some damage out.
So it does look like that Jedi did not resolve the tactics on Tassar, right? Because the advisor is not locked down.
Ooh. No, there it is.
Oh.
Just
Well,
about a minute late.
There was only one there a second ago.
Yeah.
But they remembered.
What's the remind me what the text is on Tressar that means she gets edge 2?
While you have more units committed to the force.
Right. Okay.
So right now she doesn't, but like when he had the double Lost Masters, she did.
They each count, don't they? So.
Yes, which is why the Lost Masters double focused. Dark Precog.
Precog. Cross your fingers for an Arden Lyn, but it's probably not in the deck.
No, probably not. There's a Vader in his hand though, which he can't play. The visor got locked out. Thinking about discarding for that precog, he discards a secure team. That makes sense.
Yeah, good call.
So
you got enough 2-cost chuds on the board. You need a main out there for today.
So Darkseid here did flip into the Tarkin Doctrine, which means that Storm, the assault team has 2 guns now. So if he has another choke in hand, he could attack, do 2 to Tsar, and then kill her with the choke.
Another precog.
Another precog, yeah.
Digging for answers.
Discards Vader's lightsaber.
Yeah, I think that if we caught the decks right, like you say, you can't play Vader, you can't play Palpy.
I see a Tarkin in his hand.
Yeah, Tarkin's probably the best option at this point. You need a main out there on that board to lead those chuds into battle. They're not going to cut it on their own.
Yeah, I mean, like, Yularen would be great right now to get some damage off of that,
Enforced, yeah.
Enforced. Even Yularen and then attacking with them with the Imperial Fist, that'd be beautiful. Move all that damage over. Hey, look at that. Oh.
Baby. Old
It's
man.
calling things.
It's like you play this game, Tom.
It's like I play it. Better be moving that damage to May the Force.
May the Force?
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
Look at that. Does he have the Imperial Fist?
Send the old man in with the trooper team. Get some targeted strike. Seems good.
And this is pretty good, too, because now, yeah, if he puts people in front of this attack, which he kind of has to, you're going to get Yularen's guns as well. You might, if he has a force stroke and he wins this edge, he might be able to take both of these guys out, which would be beautiful.
And if I can't quite figure out where he's attacking, but if you do have that fist, attack into Mysteries of the Rim, and then use fist to take out May the Force.
Yeah.
Ooh, doesn't have the Imperial Fist, but does have 8 edge icons.
Yeah. Well, he still has Mythal, so he could still fist with Mythal on an attack or defense.
True. It's just a unique Imperial character, or unit.
So he did win this edge battle, right? So,
He did. So, no tactics from Tressar.
Yeah, and he probably wants to, if he has the choke, he kills both, right, with the choke. If he doesn't have the choke, you need to kill Tsar.
Yeah,
you just need to.
Yeah, Tressar's the threat. The Wolfman, if you kill the Wolfman, he'll just come back at some point, so...
So now he either loses his assault team or kills that Wolfman, which I think is the right position that Jedi needs to put the dark side in. I still think you want... I mean, Tsar's double focused, but she could get rejuved again. I think you just need to kill her, give up the assault team.
It's done its job. It's got rid of the main on the other side of the board.
And R2. Two mains.
True. 2 mains. Just like episode 7, R2 turns up for 2 minutes. And,
Hey, R2 is one of the best resources in the game. Oh, he has a protector on the board. What's wrong with us?
oh, God, yep. La la la.
We played this game.
Yep.
Commit Mythal, take the Force.
Take the Force. It doesn't have the other Imperial Fist, it seems, or at least not yet.
Yeah, but you can use it on defense with Mythal, right? You don't have to be attacking.
True.
So,
Dow's on
so what
three.
have we seen anything that's twist related? Guardians pod. We haven't seen. No. So
No.
at this Jedi may not have twists.
Most of them on the day, I don't think will run in twists at Worlds.
Yeah, I know there was probably 3 or 4 light side twists in the top 16.
Yeah.
But that's not a lot.
Spoiler alert. Well, not even a spoiler alert. I think we got the R2 call wrong. There's the other Obi-Wan. So it may not be Red 5.
Where? What? Where?
That's the Obi-Wan from... what's it called?
Where are you seeing Obi-Wan?
Yeah, we were just looking at the discard. John was just looking through the discard pile.
No, he was looking at the gift from the past, right? That's from Tessar's set.
No, man. It was an Obi-Wan. Surely.
I don't know.
I swear.
I didn't see it.
So
I saw him looking at the event.
I think he might not be running Red 5, is what I'm saying.
All right.
I think it's Obi.
I believe you. The nudge.
You're contractually obliged to agree with me, Tom.
I don't think I signed that document. Wherever that document is.
Yoda and a nudge. Classic pair.
We know where they're from.
Both players still on... no, I was going to say, still quite a low resource game here. John on the
Jedi
left.
just saw their first actual resource.
Yeah.
R2 got killed off early. Looks like Yoda and the Wolfman's going in. I'm not really sure where. You'd have to think it's probably in Force. They want to finish.
You want to get that off the table. But you got the option here. Force him to pay... Oh no, Tarkin's not activated because you don't have 3 Imperial objectives.
Correct. Alright, so Mythal's defending. The Wolfman has edge 1, and he did not pass on his first thing, which is kind of weird. If he's attacking in Force Loyalty, he might just throw the Imperial Fist in there just to prevent the objective from blowing up.
Yeah.
And accept the fact that Mythal's probably going to die here. Dial should be at 2, so the damage from both of them will kill Mythal.
Yeah, if you ignore the Protector, yeah.
Again. Ignore him again.
So yeah, Johnny can get through this fight and avoid the unopposed if he needs to with that Protector there.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out if he wants to put a second card in the edge. No, Vader.
Apparently he doesn't. Ooh.
4 plays the 5. Wolfman's
Was
edge swings.
Was that
in.
an Echoes too? I believe there was an Echoes there. It doesn't look like he's using it. In this position, you probably don't want to, though, because you don't want to uncommit any of his guys.
No.
And you don't want to commit any of yours at that point, so. Locks the advisor down again. It's good.
2 damage on Mythal doesn't protect it. Mythal gets to strike back. Should be double focused.
It's very true.
There we go. Yeah, and again, I hate putting damage on Wolfmen. It feels kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So put it on Yoda. Seems good.
So he does protect the 3rd damage on Mythal to prevent the unopposed, so that thing doesn't blow up.
Yep. Great move. The longer you can keep that objective on the table with damage, the more chances you have for Imperial Fist or another Yularen if you're allowed to play another one.
Light side takes the Force back. Dial goes to 3. Now, Jedi just has so much on the Force that with 3 things already committed and 2 of them focused out, he's going to have a really hard time. Did Yularen not get unfocused there?
Hopefully he'll catch it. He might just have missed it because it's directly over his face. It might not be apparent on the artwork.
I don't know. It doesn't have a red face with an X through it.
It's a heavy night.
If it was like Darth Maul or something, maybe you wouldn't see it. Well, Yoda's in range to get killed by that assault team, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
And Jedi only has one card left. There you go. They caught it.
Great sportsmanship from John, actually. Yeah.
Pointing that out.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's obligation of both players to maintain the board state, and refresh is mandatory. So, and there he is, Tarkin. Another assault team. Ooh,
with Tarkin, so you lose your ability to blank anything this turn. But now, if he's confident that he can win an edge battle or two, he can.
Yeah, I'm okay with losing Tarkin's ability if it means I get to put 4 targeted strike on the board.
But like, what do you kill right now? You kill Yoda and the Nudge, or do you kill Yoda and the Wolfman?
Again, the Wolfman for me, leave him alone. Tax him down if you can. The Nudge and Yoda would be my 2 calls. They're the 2 things on the Force that matter, and you kill that Nudge, and the dial ticks up.
Yep.
Looks like John's only got 1 card in hand. And he's deciding to block with a Nudge as well.
See, now that would kind of change my mind, because if the Nudge... so if Darkseid wins the edge battle here, kills Yoda, which he is going to win the edge battle, so kills Yoda, let the Nudge double strike for nothing. Now he's committed to the Force, but he's not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
I think I would attack with that other one and kill the Wolfman to prevent that attack for the turn.
Yep, agreed. And yeah, you can choke. Yeah,
and he
there
chokes.
we go.
So
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, so now he can, unopposed, will blow up that objective, bring the dial to 5. Did they tick up the objective for the Nudge leave in play?
Yes, I think it's showing 5 now.
It should be at 5, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, send that in a second trooper team in. You may as well. It's got targeted strike and 2 guns. It's a great attacker. And,
yep.
Yeah, Wolfman.
He'll be back.
Not yet, though.
Yeah, I mean, you get him off the board for a turn. Like, that's good enough.
Yeah. And that's one way of winning a Force struggle. Just kill all the other dudes.
Ooh, Leia's Command.
Oh, we know what that card does, Tom.
I know that card, unfortunately, too well.
So Leia's Command deals damage to every ready objective and ready unit. So that's just Yularen and the Protectors.
But now Yularen can commit, so he can still take the Force. He just loses his Protector.
Yep.
Just reasonable. It's not the end of the world.
We got a game all of a sudden from Jedi looking as if they couldn't lose this game.
Ooh, and a Survivors comes out. That would have been
Brutal,
great to have
yeah.
before all that targeted strike got put down. And Jedi needs to destroy 2 more objectives here. One of them's very close, but the other ones are both at full health, so...
Yep.
And Navy only have a 1 defender, and Yularen's not great, but, like, you kind of want Yularen to die, right? If you draw another one, you got to play him.
Oh, yeah, throw him under the bus every day.
Oh, yeah.
2.
Native support.
Yep. Good card. From Leia's pod. It's 2-1. Jedi affiliated resource.
He just doesn't want him to stack them.
Yeah, you want to be able to know that ability is there.
I think I commented about this in one of the other games. I've gone to this the New York store a couple times, and they play in a very small space. So things like stacking objectives like that, it's just very normal for them.
I think we saw it in one of the earlier videos with Chris and Zach, didn't we? Where the destroyed objectives just went under the new objective.
Yep. We got a Nudge, another Nudge bringing the dial down to 4, and another Lost Master, and another Yoda. So. All the things that just left the board, pretty much.
Lost Masters are so good. I didn't really give that pod much thought ahead of Worlds, but I'm looking at it now. I'm thinking, yes, please.
Yeah, I when I first saw them, I was super excited to try to get core Obi to the table.
Yeah.
Because just, having one pod that gives you 3 force users is just great. And
well, I think we saw it with in the last round 3 with David's deck. That was basically the premise of David's deck.
Yep.
Loads of card draw, loads of force users. Game on. Not.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that I didn't feel like it was good enough going into Worlds, and it got to second place. So
yeah. Well, I think that's one thing. I think we're in round 4 now, and it's one of those things we've seen 4 very different, styles of deck on each side of the table. Worlds this year was the best meta, the most open meta I've ever seen at these events. So
for sure,
game's in a good place.
Looks like the Lost Master blew up in Forced Loyalty.
Yep.
So that's
didn't block with Yularen there.
No, and it didn't look like he blocked that time either. I really feel like you want to throw Yularen under the bus and let him die.
Oh yeah. That's what he does. If you get an attack or 2 out of him, then great. But he comes in and does his thing, and then it's game over. That's 6.
Should be 5.
5, yeah, with the new nudge. Now, you're hoping for another Tarkin here? Or, well, they can't trigger actually, can they? So, 4?
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, he should probably refresh his units.
Yeah.
But, yeah, get rid of anything in your hand that's just, dead. He's had a really bad time with resources here.
Mm.
I don't know how many resources this deck has. I mean, you have 4 out of Council, 2 out of Palps. Tarkin doesn't really count, so it's probably that Yularen doesn't have any.
That's about it,
so
yeah.
If it's 5 2-ofs, he only has 4 Sith libraries and 2 advisors.
Gone are the days when Sith have 6 Sith libraries and 2 holocrons. Those are the good days.
Yeah, I never played a lot of Executor when it was popular. I played it at Nationals this year, though. It was pretty good.
Yeah. 3 burst is good. Mouse Droid. I love that unit.
And prevent that draw.
Lost
The
Master.
Lost Master. Yep.
That's a good trade. 0 cost focused unit to tap out a Lost Master. I'll take that.
He's got an Imperial Fist in hand, too. Dial's only at 5, though. He needs to survive here. A couple more turns. He's one dead objective. He has targeted strike to kill that nudge. So...
And at any time Tarkin's pretty good at dealing with Yoda because you can just take his guns away. So it's not not in the worst position here as the Imperial Darkside player.
I mean, he unfortunately those assault teams are back to 1 gun, so they're not going to really do much to anything other than the nudge.
Yeah.
If they try to do anything to Yoda, Survivors is going to prevent it. And those Lost Masters are great at 3 health for 1 cost.
Beefy. I think you just build this turn, don't you? Like, as you say, there's not many opportunities to attack into. You've not got the blast really to take out Mysteries of the Rim, and you don't have the damage to deal with Yoda.
Yep.
And uses Tarkin to bring Vader out.
Even if he has a Force Choke, I don't know about that.
I don't know if I'd rather... Well, Vader on the board is always a good thing, but I don't know if I'd just rather have Tarkin here available.
Yeah, I mean, it's the tactics, right? He has a tactics on Mythal, but...
It's the tactics,
Mythal has
and if you need
help.
to, you can just remove a threat in Yoda if you need it. Ooh, he's swinging.
See, now I'd be tempted if you believe he still doesn't have Twist, which we've seen so many Tassar, Leia. We've seen so many pods here that it's almost guaranteed he doesn't have twist. I would be tempted to save the Imperial Fist for defense, because if he commits like a big attack on that Fall of the Jedi with 3 health, thinking he's gonna end the game,
And you can surprise. remove
you can
the damage.
surprise him and survive one more turn, which is always great. So let's see if he uses. I'm pretty confident I saw a Imperial Fist.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. And he still could be doing that. He has got Mythal on the defense.
Yep. That's why I'm wondering if he's going to use it.
Yeah. But the Dow could tick up pretty quickly here. If he does use it, it's 2 from Mysteries of the Rim, and potentially another one from killing the Nudge with targeted strike.
That brings the Dow to 8, though. You still need to destroy another objective and survive one more turn.
Yeah. Close game. As we're seeing Jedi do this quite well, is just Navy are great at sitting back and controlling the ebb and flow of the game, but Jedi can do it just as well.
He's got a protection. He uses the fist and another fake card. I'm not sure what that is.
Heat.
It's a heat. Yep.
So protect Yoda. Heat will kill the Nudge. Yeah, Imperial Fist onto Mysteries of the Rim so that you can blow it up in the engagement.
Yep. And then
You just target a Striker Master here, sure. There's no point putting it on Yoda. You can just absorb it.
especially with the shield.
Yeah. Put it on the Master that's got one focus on him. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Plus on Yoda.
Yeah, I think that's the wrong choice. He might have a
If he's got other ways of dealing damage this turn, like a choke and then a react with Vader, but still, that shield there is annoying.
yeah, and one more gun from the other assault team, but I just don't think. The big thing here now, right, is he needs to destroy one more objective and survive another turn. Do you send Vader at one of those objectives to get it down? Because he has no defenders, right? So get it to 2 health now, and then just hope that Mythil can get you through this last turn? Nah, he didn't send him.
No, you
I feel like I would be tempted to do that, but I guess it depends on what's in his hand.
You're ballsy, Tom.
I am.
I maybe would have swung with the other Stormtrooper team for an unopposed.
Yep.
But I'm leaving Vader back with Mythil on defense.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying to try and prime an objective ready for destruction next turn, but you've got Vader and Tarkin and the old man there with enough blast, and you can lead with targeted strike and tactics to clear the way. So I don't think you need to commit Vader to do that.
Jedi just flipped into another May the Force, which means he can attack with Yoda this turn and have him as defense if he can't finish the game right now. Another Lost Master.
They're not as lost as we're led to believe. There's plenty of them, it seems.
There's tons of them.
My God. That's a lot of green Jedi.
And a Kuron. That's... See, now you don't want that Vader.
God. And Obi-Wan's lightsaber shielding on Yoda seems good.
All of that seems pretty good. 3.
You built a pretty good deck there, John.
So that gives you 3 and an unopposed right now. If he blocks this, he gives them the game, right? Because if he blocks and deals at least 1 damage without being able to tactic something, Kuron protects and reflects the damage. If he doesn't block this, then he would deal 4 damage. And if he has a target, he wins. But he's already used a target. Now, target comes out of Red 5 and that Obi-Wan, which we see his lightsaber there. So, do we think he's running 2 of that Obi-Wan pod? I'd have to believe not.
No,
Like
that's 3 Obi-Wans in one deck with watches. I don't, unless you're running Kyle's pod. I think that's too much.
Yeah, so I would be tempted to let this go, or just block with Mythil, because Mythil has a tactics. So he could at least, if he does end up dealing a damage, he could tactics one of those Lost Masters. But like, it seems too risky. Why even block? Just let it happen.
Yeah, I think I'd be more tempted to put it on there because those Lost Masters are going to double tap themselves anyway. If I block with Mythal and maybe tactics Ron, so that they've only got a Yoda on the next turn.
No, if you blocked with Mythal, and you would be forced to deal a unit damage, right? Because he has a unit damage.
Oh yeah.
If you don't tactics one of the Lost Masters, he would win the game.
Oh, true, yeah, because Ron will just protect and deal the damage. Good point.
But he did let it go unopposed. He's got 4 damage down. He gets a Wolfman back when in the Force with Obi-Wan. With Yoda.
Q.
And the dial goes to 6? Is that? No.
9.
8.
It's on 8 now. It'll go to...
No. Did he kill the nudge? Oh, he killed the nudge. That's why. Yep. Yeah, so the dial should be at 9. He needs to blow up an objective right now. He's seen both of his Imperial Fists. Really wish that Yularen was dead.
Yeah.
You can force choke him. If you get any Sith event, you could react with Vader on him. So having Yoda with shielding as a defender though is awesome because that means he's just going to. Wait, actually, can you even attack into this if he blocks with Yoda?
You protect it and do damage and boom,
and just win.
Yeah.
So unless he can get some of that damage,
you got to tactics everything down somehow, or just targeted strike. Lead with the 2 targeted strike troopers and then try and take out Ron directly.
If he has a Sith event,
well, being stupid as well. He can always blank Ron with Tarkin.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, he hasn't actually used Tarkin to blank anything this game, so I blame him on us missing that.
It's doable. You've got the units on table, I think, here. You've got targeted strike, you've got tactics in Mythal, Tarkin, got plenty of blast with Vader. So it just becomes a math puzzle.
Well, right now he only has 4 blast.
Yeah.
Okay? So he needs at least 5 blast and unopposed because Yoda will place a shield, right?
Yes.
Unless he can kill Yoda before the engagement starts, which is very unlikely. You know what he could have done, though? I don't know if he's gone into his... No, actually, never mind. There's another blast. I was going to say he could have got rid of that lightsaber with Tarkin, but then he wouldn't be able to blank Huron, so...
Yeah, blanking Q is the priority here, I think. Because as soon as you take a damage, you lose the game, so...
Yep. So he really, if he needs to do that, he has 1 more resource, or 2 if he's willing to use... No, he needs Tarkin's blast, so... He has 1 more resource. He's probably at the maximum of what he's going to have access to. Does he even have enough unit damage to kill everything on the board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... No, it's not even... If John just throws Yoda, the Wolfman, and Kuron in front of it, he only has 7 unit damage. Might have a Force choke.
Yeah, and he's not winning the Force struggle here either, so if he just passes the turn, the balance damage will end it.
Yeah.
It's tricky. I mean, is there anything in the deck that, rather than using Tarkin for his ability, if he paid 3 resources, anything in that deck that costs 3 that could save you here?
I mean, Force choking your own Yularen or playing any Sith event and then playing a new Yularen would have been great. But if he was going to do that, he could have done that instead of playing the Dark Side Apprentice.
Yep.
And Yularen would be a better attacker than the Dark Side Apprentice is with 2 guns in this position.
Slow Jedi decks. Ron really opened up that playstyle, I think, with his pod.
Oh, yeah.
So good. You can do so many things with Jedi now. You can be aggressive, like you were with Red 5, and ridiculous Luke strikes, or you can play the long game like John here on the left and just control that game in the flow.
I think he's probably just trying to do this math. Is that a force choke? I think I just saw a force choke.
I think there is a choke in hand. There's 4 in the deck, so we've only
I mean,
seen
if he has a choke in hand, that helps a lot too with he could actually
Protector. So he's gonna, if he's gonna use Tarkin, he's gonna use his own resource to do it.
Or he can force choke Kuran and react with them, and then since Kuran would only have 1 health left, he wouldn't actually be able to protect any damage without just dying.
Well, you use survivors on Ran to absorb one of them, so he'll only take
survivors. Yep, survivors is there.
But a force choke, a react, and both trooper teams will kill Q. For example, but
he can't use Kuran's. I mean, he can't use Tarkin's resource because he needs Tarkin's blast.
Yeah, but you just force choke, react, and 2 trooper teams attack an objective that doesn't matter. Try and lead the way and take out Q. Or just swing with everything. Seems good. Have we seen both Imperial Fists?
I thought we did. Maybe we didn't.
Maybe we didn't. I mean, that's an option. If he's still got one in hand. A good surprise fist here could...
if he has an Imperial's Fist, that's
beautiful.
A huge difference. He's shuffling his cards pretty quick. I don't know why he just put Yularen on that stack. Yularen has the tactics on him.
Yeah, he's taking a nap. He's an old man. It's late in the day. What?
Yeah, so Yoda and the Wolfman block.
Yeah, why Yularen needs to go away. Okay, I'll just assume Yularen's not in this fight. All in, it looks like.
What twist? It's good.
And that's Palpy. Yeah, 5 icons wins it. Okay.
So the problem here is, like, he needs to tactics Yoda immediately, right?
And whatever damage you do, Ran is just going to... Okay.
But now Yoda's just going to do
Yoda
9 damage to
Vader. Yep. Smashy. Dead Vader. So where's this 9 unit damage going? It's got to be Vader. It's got to be Vader, surely.
Yeah.
And that's the game. Surely there's not enough blast there to close it out. Yep.
So could he have done that better? Like, if he did have a force choke, right? I'm pretty sure we saw a force choke.
In the edge strat, yeah. You've got to deal with, to have any chance of winning that engagement. Yoda's got to be tacticsed out somehow. But he had a shield, so how do you deal with that? It's tricky. So,
yeah, I don't know.
Well, game 1 goes to John Heath-Clarke on the left there from New York as Jedi. So these players will switch over. Quite a long game 1, so might be a 20 or 30 minute game left in the round. So both players will switch over. John will play his dark side and Shen will play his light. And we'll see how they do in game 2. Thanks again to Tom for joining for the commentary. And we'll see you in game 2, guys. Cheers.